Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of our FM19 Journeyman, where today we wrap up our first regular season in charge of Atlanta. Now after this we will go into the playoffs and follow, depending on where we finish depends on how many games we have to play, and if we do well in that I believe we go into the MLS Cup where we play the top team from the other conference. I think that's how it works. So yeah, there's a lot on the line today really, because we need to win both games to secure the semi-final qualification spot. So if we finish third or lower, third to sixth basically, we are finishing in the quarterfinals. If we finish second, we go straight into the semis. So yeah, finishing straight into the semis would be a lot nicer. Now Orlando City had a game in hand which they won. So we now only have a 1 point cushion. So there's really not much room for mistakes here. But well, fortunately, our games aren't too bad. We've got Vancouver, who are 9th, and Seattle, who are 12th, both in the Western Conference. So there's a potential here for 2 good wins, to be honest. So we're going with the 4-2-3-1. We've got Tuto playing with an injection to try and get him through this first game, which should, in theory, be the easier of the two. Other than that, it's a relatively straightforward lineup, so I'm hoping we can have a good performance and just go into these playoffs with a bit of momentum and try and go in there with, you know, some good feelings in the squad that we can do this and we can go all the way. So let's get the team submitted and hopefully, well, I'd like another good result. I'd like another battering, to be honest. We've not lost in a while, which is quite nice. So yeah, another good performance would be absolutely fantastic, as they're coming out with a 4-1-4-1. Let's just get stuck in and let's go straight out, aggressively, expect nothing but a win. One player, Tuto, seemed motivated. So, well, hopefully that means Tuto will have a fantastic game. We've got a corner and McDonald's going to take. He flicks into the box. We can't get on the end of it, but Tuto controls. He strikes. I said hopefully it means he'll have a fantastic game. Inside 15 minutes, he has scored his 4th of the season. I believe they're all under us. At least 3 of them are, which I remember, but well, that's very good, isn't it? That's an excellent tally for him since we've joined the club. And, well, he scores again there. Puts us 1-0 up early into the game. Exactly what we wanted. Let's keep it up. We've got another throw in here, and so far it's been all us. We just haven't seen too many highlights. But they do manage to get clear. But Knight sweeps up the loose ball, plays forward to Smith, and we could be on for another attack here, as Harvey and Smith are working it well between them. Just trying to find a good ball forward here, a way to split their defence, as they do get a tackle in. But Smith doing well to reclaim, showing some good hustle, some good effort. But Petrelli loses out on that ball, and they're now the ones in possession of it, looking to come down this left-hand side. But we're doing a good job of defending, of pressing. We're obviously playing that gegenpress system, and it's working out very nicely, making it difficult for them. But that was a great ball through, and Videa? I think that's Videa. Absolutely just, or Vidala? I'm going with Vidala. Yeah, he just managed to get the wrong side of our defender, at least the wrong side for us, and well, scored. Very simply, to be honest. It was a good ball into the box, don't get me wrong, but yeah, we just sort of got a bit mixed up in defence there. Now, obviously, that's going to happen when you've got 2 players who aren't defenders playing in your back line. But it's unfortunate, to be honest, and it puts us at 1-1. So we're at half-time, and it's still 1-1. So I'm just going to be aggressive and say I'm far from pleased, because these aren't a good team at all. So we really should be going all out here to just try and beat these. And even despite their goal, we should be scoring more than 1 in the first half against these, I do feel. With the attacking talent we've got in this team and how poor they are, we should be scoring more than 1, as they've come forward early on here. Henri or Henry, whichever one it is, blasted over the bar. I doubt it's Henri, obviously, but you know what I mean, the pronunciation. But yeah, we got away with that a little bit, as Vidal is going to take a free kick, drills it at Montoya, and Tuto gets in to sweep it up. But, well, we're not showing great signs in the start of this second half, so I think I'm going to make quite an informed change. I think I'm going to take off Petrelli, who's having a poor game, and bring on Felipe Mora on this right-hand side, and just see if he can do anything a little bit more contributory to help us get a goal. I'm a little bit worried, sort of, at this point. I don't think we have great options in terms of changes to make. Well, they've got a throw in, and Field's going to throw up, finds Vidala with it, and they do manage to retain the ball, which means we do need to try and find a tackle to try and just win this ball back. We are pressuring well, but they've got quite an easy option for passing, really, every single time they're on the ball. And they've managed to work it forward down this left-hand side to Camacho. But Mora, the substitute, does win it, but plays forward like that and gives it them back. So, really, he might as well have not bothered. He might as well have just left it with them. As they are trying to work out from the back once again, and we are keeping the pressure on well. We're making them struggle for it, as Sarrafiore does sweep up that ball. Harvey's on it in the centre, strikes from a long way out, and it is saved. It just ricochets off the keeper, goes out for a corner. It was a well-taken strike from there, to be honest. He had a lot of men in front of him. As McDonald flicks in the corner, and it just falls to nothing. A bit disappointing, to be honest. So let's give them a get creative, and let's see, well, what else we can do, to be honest. I might switch systems. I'm just going to have a think. So, I've switched to our narrower system, and just try and unlock these fullbacks. Let them get up and down a little bit, because they have been quite effective at doing that. And also, just take Harvey off. He's not having the best time of it. Despite that 6.8 rating he's currently on, I've just not seen too much from him, to be honest. So, yeah, let's just see if this can try and find us a late goal. Well, there is very little regular time remaining, and we're going to fly through the added time by the looks of it, too. We've got a late throw in here, but it's unlikely to result in anything, as Plume is on it, on the edge of the box, tries to flick in, but Henry sweeps it up. And that's going to be a full-time 1-1 draw to, let's be honest, a relatively poor side. That's really not very good. You were not good enough tonight. Now, I don't expect to see them in training tomorrow. That would be ridiculous. We've got a game in 2 days. They do need to actually recover for that because we do need a result. But, well, we've got away with it a little bit there. Orlando City got battered by Colorado 3-1, who are, to be fair to them, a good side in the Western Conference. But, yeah, it's certainly done us a massive favour because now, I was going to say a draw should be enough, but that's not really the case considering the goal difference. We do still need to go out and try and win this final game. Who do Orlando City have? Can it be someone difficult, please? They've got Seattle. They're bottom of the Western Conference. I believe they're bottom of the overall league table, actually. Oh no, they're 22nd. Okay, they're not that terrible. They're just kind of bad. But yeah, we've got a tough game in Vancouver. An away game in the West against the Western Conference team is obviously going to be a lot of travel, so I'm worried that might affect our players. But let's just go out there and try and pick up a good result. So here we are for the final regular season game of our first season in charge of Atlanta. And we need a win if we want to secure automatic qualification into the semi-finals of the playoffs. So, well, we've just made a minor change to the team. I've brought in Filazola for Tuto because Tuto does obviously have that injury. We gave him injections to get through the last game, but he is able to play today. He is on the bench, but he's on 74% fitness, and I'm really not comfortable with playing that. So, Filazola's came in, attacking central midfielder. He should be able to do a job, but Tuto is quite a loss, to be honest. He's been very good for us when he's played, and I think he was the first player in the first game. I noted how much he just seemed to be involved in every highlight, and they does sort of run the show sometimes, so it's going to miss having him, but let's just get stuck into this game. Now, I'm a little bit nervous, I'm not going to lie. We really need a win, and it's not guaranteed that we'll be able to get one, but they come out with a 4-2-3-1, similarly to us, and we just need to go out there. We just need to play better than a team that we should be better than, and, well, pick up the result that we need. So, my team picked itself, it's very strong, and it's going to win, basically. That's all we need. Now, we can technically go up if we draw, and it depends on goal difference at that point, as well as Orlando's result. But I'd love the win just to secure it. Well, we do have a goal kick here. I'm just telling us to get creative because we've not seen anything so far. But Petrelli's playing forward. Harvey, can he find McDonald in the centre? No, he strikes. The first one hits the keeper, but the rebound is all his. And he powers it into the back of the net. Well, it puts us 1-0 up. I've told them to get creative a bit after we've scored, which is going to confuse them a little bit. But it was a very good goal, to be honest. A great ball forward from Petrelli. Harvey strikes. He probably should have just knocked it across to McDonald, who was in so much space. But fair play to him. He did manage to get the goal. So, we go 1-0 up quite early on. And we do have a corner McDonald's going to take. He flicks towards the back post, but it's claimed by Taylor. And, well, this could potentially be a chance for them now, unless we're able to win the ball back, as they punt it far up. Gomez controls, strikes past Montoya, and no sooner do we score than they score one back with a great counter-attack from their keeper, it must be said. Absolutely massive kick on this. Look at this, by the way. It absolutely went miles. It absolutely flew. And, well, it was a relatively easy chance for him from that point onwards. Montoya tried his best to get there, but unfortunately couldn't, and we are back level at 1-1. Well, McDonald has another corner. He's going to flick towards the back post. Petrelli manages to score. His first shot hit the bar, and I believe it was their clearance which ricocheted off of Petrelli, which went into the back of the net. I'm going to need another look just to confirm it, but I'm pretty sure Petrelli's first effort went off of the bar, and yeah, they went to clear it, and Petrelli just nods it down into the back of the net. Brilliant from him, and it puts us back in the lead at 2-1. Now, has anything happened in the Orlando game? Yes, goals for both teams, leaves it level at 1-1, so they are still drawing as we have a free kick. Harvey strikes, but it just goes wide. Unfortunate there, but so far, things are looking okay. So, we're at half-time and nothing's changed since we last saw things. So, still 2-1 up. Things are still going well. Let's passionately say I'm happy with your performance. It's a good win so far, but we need to keep this up. We need to keep going. And I'd really like a goal to secure things. Well, they have a throw-in. Lescure's going to throw up, finds Gomez with it, and they're going to run at us here with, well, quite the pace. But Smith and Manco between them manage to sweep that ball up, go all the way back to Montoya, and we're going to try and build out here, see if we can find another goal for us as Filazola plays forward to Sarrafiore, and Plume knocks up to McDonald, who can't quite get there. They wipe us out, but it was clean, and Oviedo is now on the ball, sprinting forward, strikes and hits the post as Knight manages to put out for a throw-in. It's tense, but we did manage to deal with that. We gave it away a little bit cheaply, I'm not going to lie, but it wasn't too disastrous as Plume is now on the ball in the centre of the park, plays forward to Harvey. Can we find another opportunity? Filizola from a long way out almost managed to curve one in, but Taylor just managed to push it over the bar. We're still having chances, which is what's absolutely great to see. We're not settling for the one-goal lead as Plume's on it, edge of the area, gives it to Harvey, who cuts inside to the box, but his cross is just blocked and it just deflects out. Gomez is going to play this forward. Is this going to be a chance for them now as Traore's running forward and, well, we just run straight through the back of him. Petrelli then, bringing him down, and fair play to him. It was a tactical foul. I really can't fault it. Well, another highlight here. Sarrafiore forward to McDonald. I'd love a third goal. I'd love to just have that 2-goal cushion as McDonald's on it, strikes, but hits the keeper. And it does just deflect out for a corner. Again, we've gone close, and we're still putting the pressure on, but no reward for it just yet. As McDonald's corner is cleared, Manco on it, goes back out wide to McDonald, but he is tackled, out for a throw-in. We just need something to give, just to extend this lead, just to make it safe. But, to be fair, at this point, it's still 1-1 in the Orlando game, and they would have to score 3, and we would have to concede for our position to be in jeopardy. But, well, I would just like it locked down, to be honest, as Oviedo clears out wide to Richards. They try for the cross, but we do block it, but they are still on the ball. Mina is tackled. We play forward to McDonald, who's trying to break forward, trying to beat the defence. He's been forced out wide. Can he find a cross? Well, he does, but it's blocked. But Filazola gets there, and he scores. He taps it into an open net. They block the cross, but I'm losing my voice. Sorry, I can't tell if you could tell, but they block the cross, but Filazola's able to pounce on the deflection and just poke it home. And, well, it's excellent to see. Puts us 3-1 up, gives us that cushion. Orlando are still drawing, and I think we can safely say at this point we are going into the semi-finals. Well, we've got a free kick. McDonald's going to curl it into the box. Knight gets onto the end of it, hits it off the bar, off the keeper, who does manage to claim. Can't get a fourth, unfortunately, but so far things are looking relatively secure. And yeah, there's still no action in the Orlando game, who would now need to score 3 goals in a minute to be able to qualify over us, as Mina knocks across to Traore. And I think we've got this all pretty much locked up, to be honest, as Martinez knocks across to Al, which is a great name, but Oviedo pumps over the bar. And I think we've done it. I think we've picked up a 3-1 win, and we're going to go straight into the semi-finals of the playoffs, which is excellent to see. So, passionately say, qualifying is a great achievement. Well done, lads. And, well, let's just get everything confirmed. So, as you can see here, we did finish second in the Eastern Conference, which does put us straight into the semi-finals. So, let's just check the inbox and see if everything is secured. Team secure playoff spots. Galaxy, Minnesota, that's nothing to do with us. Atlantico United qualified for the semi-final. There we go. So, if we win that, we'll be in the final of the conference. And then following that, we go into the MLS Cup, where we play the winner of the other team's playoffs. I do believe. I could be wrong about that. I'm not in any way sure, but that was a really good performance for us. I'm quite happy with it, and you can see that from when we've took over, we've not really done too badly at all. We've picked up 4 draws, 3 wins, and 1 defeat, which, for a team with a right midfielder playing right back and a left winger playing centre half, I'll take, to be honest. Now, a lot of this has come through just scoring mountains of goals. We haven't kept many clean sheets, just the one, but we've also not actually conceded that many. Considering the situation, we've only conceded 9 goals across 8 games, which isn't really too bad at all, to be honest, so I'm relatively happy with that. I think we've done a pretty good job. We've just lacked the clinical edge in a couple of games, I think. Like, just in these games, if we could have scored just one more goal, or even in some of them just a goal, we could have easily taken a lot more than we did, but that's, well, it's easy to say, really. It's easier to say than do, but I think we're in a really good position to go into these playoffs and show these teams that what we are made of. And then once we get through that, we can go into next season. We can have actual players in actual positions. And I mean, if this is how we're doing with the situation we're currently in, you've got to imagine we're going to be able to, well, to really do some damage to this league, to be honest. So, there's teams who haven't played yet. Sorry, that's a bit weird. I'm just a bit confused. There are teams who haven't played. Also, this isn't split into a conference anymore, which is even weirder, to be honest. But either way, let's wrap this up, and we'll be back tomorrow with the playoff semi-finals, which I believe... Hold on, I do just need to check how many legs this is. So, from the looks of this is a relatively straightforward 2-legged game with away goals in play, and then we go to extra time and penalties if things are still level, which is relatively straightforward. So yeah, tomorrow we will be back with the semi-final fixtures, and then obviously following that, it depends how we do. If we get into the finals, I'll bring you that. If we get into the MLS Cup, I will also bring you that. And then, well, we can figure out what's going on from there, because I don't really understand how the off-season works. I know that there's a draft at some point, and like I've said in a previous video, I'd quite like to bring that, because I just think it's going to be something interesting. So yeah, we'll get to that tomorrow. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you're looking forward to these semi-finals, and let me know how you think we're doing, because I think we're doing not too bad at all. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. Tomorrow's video will be up at 5:30, or you can subscribe to get that into your feed, whichever you prefer. Follow the Twitter, join the Discord, links to both are in the description below, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful night, and goodbye.